and not those of the hosts, this station, media platforms, or its management. The Hemp Polka Show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Any information related to CBD products provided during the show is not intended to treat, diagnose, and/or claim any cure of the disease or any medical condition. Before using CBD products, Chris and Jean recommend advice from a medical professional. Keep all CBD products away from children. Women who are breastfeeding, pregnant, or trying should not take CBD or hemp products unless recommended by your medical professional. Hemp Polka's products are not medicine and not required to have a medical card or prescription. They do not diagnose, cure, or prevent illness or disease. You must be 18 years or older to purchase products from Hemp Polka.
Welcome to the Hemp Polka Show, downtown Delray.
Yes.
Nice sunny Florida. Welcome, Chris.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Another beautiful day here.
Yes. How was your Easter?
It's very good. Got to spend it with my little one.
Oh, how is she doing?
She's good. Love you, Ariana. Love my daughter. She's beautiful.
She's a beautiful girl.
She is going on 10, but she's 3 years old.
Oh, really? She's
Just
got
her-
you
that-
wrapped around her fingers,
That
hasn't she?
just tells me what to do. But when I was driving, we were going to have dinner, and she's playing with little toys and stuff. And just out of the blue, she's like, "Daddy, I'm so proud of you."
Oh.
Just out of the blue. I'm like, "What are you proud of?" So I'm just
That's
proud
nice.
of you.
But
That's
proud
nice.
for what? Was she
I
proud
have
of
no
you for?
idea.
When
But she
your
just
dad-
comes out with. See
No,
much,
this is nice. Nice.
but when I do, what about you? How was yours? How was your
It was
weekend?
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the kids,
Mm-hmm.
but they're always busy because they're all grown. They're not 3 years old anymore, so
I
they
know.
have their own life. But they're good. So
All right, so
there was a
the,
nice show last week, right? With
oh
John
my
Binford.
gosh.
John, shout
Yeah.
out to you.
Yeah, thanks,
Great
John.
show.
It was great,
John,
fantastic.
yes. John Binford Fitness. Check him out. JohnBinfordFitness.com. Great.
and all his social media.
all of
He's
social
all up on social media. He's updated.
You
He's
find him on
Facebook and-
Facebook and
yeah.
Instagram. He's doing all these I don't know what they call. They're like
little
little
30-second type
30 seconds
workouts,
a minute
right?
workouts, right? Check
Yeah.
him out on there.
No, he's great. It's great. And we're very fortunate today. We have one of our special sponsors in the house.
Yes.
So
yes.
Mr. Andy Davis from ExperienTravel.com, co-owner. So we're looking
Welcome,
forward to
welcome.
bringing him on the set at the second segment. So after our first break, we'll be bringing him
Yes.
on. And we appreciate his support so much. And without him and other sponsors, we wouldn't be able to
Be here.
continue.
Right.
So
Thank
we
you
really
very
appreciate
much.
it, Andy.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so shout out on the Ricka Project.
Yes. Jesse, long time no see. Where are you? You're probably busy, touring around the world. Country first, anyways. But that was the Ricka Project that you hear on the beginning of the intro of our show. The Ricka Project band.com. That's where you can reach them and see their schedule. Also, their album, Jazz for the Beer Drinkers, first album. Very good album.
Fantastic.
Check
We're going to get
them
them
out.
back. Next month, we got to work on getting them back in here to play live.
Absolutely. See
They're
where they are. If they're in
fantastic.
town, we'll have
Yeah.
to get them
We'll-
back here.
We'll go and
Absolutely.
kidnap them.
Yeah. Well, last week we had, where we left off about the opioids epidemic that we promised the viewers that we're going to touch
Right.
base on,
Right.
more into.
Right. Gene and I decided that, because the CBD products in general are helping with a lot of different symptoms, but we're going to focus on trying to slow down and whatever we can do the opioid epidemic. We're learning more and more every day with research that we do, how the CBD products are kind of acting as an alternative to a lot of people taking on these opioids. And we're going to talk about opioids, and the statistics are horrible. You will not believe what the information we're finding, what's out there. That's the thing, right? The only way you're going to find this information is if you research. You don't hear it on the news.
you would
The
not
pharmaceutical
hear that.
companies are not going to make sure it's blasted out there. You have to do your due diligence to find out what's going on with the opioids. And these people
Right.
that are in the labs that are making these crap products that are literally killing people or transitioning them into addictions. So we are going to ride full force on getting this, not only speak about hemp Boca, but CBD as in general,
Right.
because we want to bring awareness to you guys, consumers, about what, before you go to the drugstore and fill that prescription of an opioid, you've got to learn about CBD.
Of course, always, consult with your medical profession before you take.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
if they're going to
any-
consult their medical profession about taking a drug that can kill them, they can read and research and have peace of mind that they can obviously.
There's other alternatives.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This is dietary supplements
Right.
that we're talking
And
about.
also, if you guys like to call in, ask questions, or chime in on what we're talking about, you can call us here at 888-994-4995. Or if you want to go online to research about our products, there's a lot of educational information on there. That's www.hempboca.com, or you can call us at 561-330-5655.
Great. And I want to touch on what you've been. We're almost done. Well, you. I mean, you created the design of the new no THC line called Balance Sport.
The
So
labels, design.
kudos
all.
to you. I know you're working around the clock practically. We're almost done launching this. This is an incredible product. It's we say no THC. There's no such thing really, but we say it because it's okay to say it. What that means is that our THC level on these products do not exceed 0.01%. And why don't you touch on the reason why we came out with these products? Well, what demographics and
Well, I guess as we started on journey with hemp Boca CBD, that has the regulated amount of 0.3% THC. We were finding out that there's a lot of people that are still skeptical and has a lot of stigma around that because the THC, it will show up on a drug test. So Chris and I have been talking about, we have to find a solution. So Chris did a lot of research and came out with a THC line. So
no THC?
Sorry,
It's
no
okay.
THC.
No
line.
THC. That's all good. There's so many products out there, so you get to.
Called Balance Sports. So we came up with the name, and now we are in the packaging stage.
Yeah.
And we've just almost finalized with our labels,
Yeah.
getting to production. I think probably within the next two to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I
hopefully.
say less than a month, right? I think
Yes.
in less than a month now.
So that will be coming out. That you can check that out on hempboca.com. There's hempboca line with that 0.3% THC. That is the regulated amount. And then we have the Balance Sport line with no THC. That is 0.01%.
Right.
that you
I'm
consider
excited
that
because
for
we're
THC.
focusing. The reason why we're launching this line is to focus on the public services, police, law enforcement, medical, fire, or people who are in positions where they take random drug tests. The stigma. There's still a lot of people out there that when they hear CBD, THC, they think it's a drug. Well, we're into marijuana. It's not. And also the athletic industry. Hemp Boca is pushing hard on getting products in the athletic industry. We know it's coming soon. It could be next year, the end of this year. That the regulation in the athletic industry is going to be where you can take CBD, but you have to take it with the no THC product.
Right. There is a lot of skepticism out there, even in words. Well, we had a meeting with what's the gentleman from 4Kids? Was it
Tom.
Tom? Yeah, who was speaking about how he was in, he knows a little bit about the industry. He knows some people in the NFL industry that they are talking about CBD, and there's still stigmas.
Right.
So we had
Right.
talks about our
And then we had another
balance.
a meeting last week with Omar, who kind of confirmed that because he was more in depth on the different types of athletic teams, and that and today they're taking marijuana. Like a lot of the players are taking marijuana.
With
you know?
the
And now that there's an alternative, they're looking into, possibly the teammates focusing on the alternative or the no THC line,
Right.
and still getting the same effect. It's just
Right.
you're not getting a high.
Right. And did you know that kids these days,
Views and opinions.
when we went to that 4Kids charity back in a couple weeks ago, they're talking about kids having PSTD worse
Yeah.
than a football player or a veteran
Mm-hmm.
because of the trauma that they've
Mm-hmm.
gone through in their childhood. You're talking about from ages from 9 to 12.
Right.
I
Right.
mean-
No, my father from being in the military has PTSD, and we're so focused on hearing about PTSD with military, veterans, but we don't realize that young adults and children also are experiencing that, or anxiety, depression, but to your point, when we're in discussions with that charity, and we hope one day we'll be able to partner and work with them.
Right.
But because of the industry and the lack of regulations and stuff, we're taking one step at a time. We appreciate the people at 4Kids and giving us the opportunity to do a presentation, to bring awareness, to discuss our products, discuss more about CBD, and we'll just see where it goes from there.
Yes.
So, right?
Yes.
So we're looking forward to that. But listen, the audience is growing. We always do a shout out and a thank you to our producers, Dawn and Freddie from the Brooklyn Cafe. We love you guys
Beautiful
very
Dawn,
much.
trying all these beautiful
You guys,
dresses.
you're always supporting us and taking us to different places on location. We appreciate it very much, and we're blessed to grow with you. So
Yes.
thank you very much. You got to watch Dawn and Freddie, the Brooklyn Cafe, every day from 12 to 2 on WWNN. Right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I got a question.
Yes.
I
Mr.
noticed that
Fred.
the other day we were on a shoot at the ring, the boxing ring.
The Delray
Yeah.
boxing.
And I noticed today the same thing happens. It looks like wherever you guys go, more and more people and kids, they want to get kids involved
Mm-hmm.
in doing this for anxiety, I think. It's the
Right.
number one cause of
It
stress.
is.
I got a lot of emails, I got a lot of texts about, Freddie, is it a smart idea to introduce them to people looking to help children? Now, I know in South America that they do a lot of work with
Mhm.
CBD for anxiety. It's actually in the hospitals down there. It's just something here in the States, they don't know how to approach this psychologically. Can you
Right.
talk a little bit about your experience on people coming to you and saying, listen, we want to help children? You're talking to somebody today, one of the biggest in the homeless children game.
Right.
Because
Yes.
the psychology, I mean, think about the pressure these kids are going on.
Absolutely.
Getting out of their cars.
Right.
Did you know, Freddie, that doctors will recommend or prescribe hemp products or hemp CBD no THC to women that are pregnant because it helps with brain performance
Development,
It helps the woman, as far as their comfort, what have you. Things like this are coming out now, because it seems like anything that's good for you or natural, it just, for some reason, you're just like finding a needle in the haystack. You got to research for this stuff. Why? But there's opioid commercial drugs, Tylenol, all this other crap all over the place. So with the children, there's not a lot of data that focuses on anyone under the age of 18. That's why you see that you can't buy our products, and other CBD companies will have that disclaimer: you got to be 18 and older. Yes, a parent or someone of an adult that has a child can consent and give permission for their child, but they always recommend consulting through their doctor, medical professional.
Yes.
But we are so confident that our products can help with children with those types of symptoms like anxiety and stress. And
What about the product you're going to come out that has no THC at all? Is that going to be something that was beneficial? Does it
For
still
sure.
have the
Absolutely.
effects for anxiety and stress?
absolutely,
It still does.
absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. You will have, it's the same full spectrum, high quality
Hmm.
hemp oil. It's just the only difference is the THC level, which is
Right.
0.01%, which
Right.
is like almost nothing. But with that low amount of THC, you will still have the benefit
Right. It may, like, remember, the THC part tackles more of the anxiety and the stress and the sleep, those type of symptoms. Right.
Yes.
So
we can talk more about that when we come right back after our break. And
especially
we will have
today. No interruption in our sponsorships because we have one in the house today.
Yes.
Andy Davis.
Andy Davis with Experian Travel. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Thank you.
Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each Cruise Planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you. The material presented in this commercial is provided for informational purposes only and is based upon information that is considered to be reliable. This material is not intended as an offer or solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security or other financial instrument. Securities or other financial instruments mentioned in this material are not suitable for all investors. Any opinions expressed herein are given in good faith, are subject to change without notice, and are only intended at the moment of their issue as conditions quickly change. Phil, a regular guest on Bloomberg Canada's Money Talk, with a recent public platform average over 100% annual gain, said, "Don't gamble with your investments, be the house, not the gambler." At philstockworld.com, a top stock market investment site in the U.S. and ranked the most influential stock market professional with almost 500,000 Twitter followers, visit www.philstockworld.com for more information.
Welcome back to the Hemp Boca Show, live over in Delray Beach, Florida. It's a beautiful day. We are back. We were just talking about our mission, and that is to end or slow down whatever we can do the opioid epidemic. And we're going to touch on that later on in the show. But we are very, very fortunate to have Mr. Andy Davis in the house from Experian Travel, a co-owner. He's also one of our sponsors. So first, thank you very much, Andy, for believing in us, supporting us, and being one of our sponsors. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Pleasure
Thank
to be
you.
here.
Pleasure. Yes, it's all ours.
I'm excited. I hope I don't get too ramped up. You may have to calm me down a little bit.
No,
I'm
yeah.
very passionate about travel.
You do. I don't know if there's any.
Don't write up to it because Phil will be very jealous of
Yeah, my brother and my partner. Yeah.
Yes.
And what better state to be in
Right?
to be a co-owner of a travel agency?
Yeah.
Oh my
right.
God.
I know.
No.
It's kind of
Seems
like
like
a
a
dream
fun-
come true.
right?
Yeah. So before we start, can I give you a little testimonial about
Yeah,
CBD?
really?
Please.
Yes.
So this
Okay.
is totally not pre-planned, although it'll seem pre-planned, but
Yeah,
it's not.
of course.
Today, I was actually on my Facebook right before I came here, and a very good friend of mine who I've known for many years, she's very much into holistic medicine and all natural, and she's completely organic in her house.
Right.
Unfortunately, she lost her father about a month ago, maybe a month and a half.
Oh,
They were a very close family. The mother had a very difficult time.
right.
And she hasn't been well for many, many months. She's on 3 or 4 different pain medications.
Oh,
So she moved in with my friend, with her daughter, who's this holistic health person. And she just gave a glowing testimonial today. Apparently she uses CBD oil. She got her completely off of all pain medication. Her mind is clear.
Wow.
And now for the first time, she's able to go back home and live on her own.
there you
Wow.
go.
I thought that was
There
pretty
you go.
cool.
That's a great testimonial right there.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's huge.
That's what it's
for
all
s-
about.
Right.
Yeah, that's another example of what we're trying to do in this industry is to get people off of taking pain meds and the opioids.
Right. And this opioid epidemic, I mean, it's
Yeah.
happening all around the world, but we got to focus on homeland here first.
Exactly.
For sure. So tell us about Experian Travel. How did you start it? And just take it away.
Well, it's a long time coming. I remember about 10 years ago, I went to a seminar of franchises and was kind of, this piqued my interest. It's Cruise Planners is the name of the franchise, and we buy into the franchise. So 10 years ago, and I went to the show and I listened to what they had to say, and I came back all excited. I was married at the time, and my wife didn't share my excitement. So we put it on hold.
That's why she's your ex-wife.
We put it on hold. I revisited it, and what I really got excited about was the same person who was talking about it 10 years ago was still very much involved at a high senior level. And I said, okay, well, they've been around for 25 years. We just plugged in, and what I love about cruise planners, again, that's the
Views and opinions expressed in the
home
Hemp Boca
office
Show are those of the
franchise.
guests and audience, and not
is
those of the
that
host.
they can handle any kind of travel. I almost don't love the name cruise planners. That's why we gave ourselves a unique name of ExperienTravel.com.
That's more of a luxury.
Well, that's exactly what
concierge.
we're going to be
Yeah,
focusing on.
it's
Right,
more than cruising,
right.
though. It can, you know.
Right, that's the
the thing,
point.
right?
Right,
Yeah.
the cruise planners thing is just a name. They
Right.
handle land and sea and rail and things you can't even imagine. So, what my brother Phil and I really liked is that we have the ability to kind of make people's wildest dreams come true. Anything that somebody can think of in travel, that we can make it happen.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. International, right? Everywhere.
Oh yeah, all around the
Domestic,
world.
international, all around the world.
Yeah, and when it
Wow.
comes to cruises, what Cruise Planners does, which is what I like about this franchise, if you're into cruising, they actually book over 100 cabins on every single cruise for the following year. So that gives everybody who's interested a group rate
Right.
up front. And again, if you go to the website on ExperienTravel.com, you'll see all the travel deals and cruise deals listed there. And, aside from people wanting to just call a cruise line and book a cabin, which may or may not have a view, which may be in the bow of the ship where the anchor comes down in the
Right.
middle of the morning.
Right. So have you gone on cruises?
Oh, yeah. Well, I started off life as an entertainer, actually. So funny
Okay.
you ask. Yeah, I
You have to
actually...
dig a little deeper.
No, I actually worked on a cruise ship for 3.5 years as a featured singer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I got
Interesting.
my love for cruising early on, but also as a crew member, I know all the ins and outs of where the best parts of the ship are to stay, where you're not going to get
Okay.
any sleep,
Right.
Right.
where your cabin is going to be looking out to a lifeboat,
You
instead
may
of the
not want to
sea.
book a travel through. You may want to book a travel with you.
That's an extra fee,
Exactly.
but it's okay.
You
I'm
can do
willing.
a group. Yes, want to do
That's
group,
great.
Group
Absolutely.
planning.
Absolutely.
Where you're the leader.
Well,
of the
groups
pack.
groups is another thing that we specialize in.
Okay.
Like I said, I would encourage people who want to go on a weekend cruise, like on a Carnival or Royal
Right.
Caribbean. You can go online to our website and pretty much book that yourself.
Right.
But there's lots of destination events happening, weddings, bar mitzvahs at sea. I've heard just about anything where you're going to need 50 to 100 cabins, and that's kind of our specialty when it comes to cruises.
Okay.
can-
So that's your niche then, more of a
That's
group,
our niche
like
thing
a
where you
group?
just give
Yeah.
us names.
Yeah.
We arrange the cruise, we arrange all the travel in between, and you don't have to do anything. So,
Wow.
if you're a bride, imagine
Right.
your little
Well,
CBD oil, a little
right,
bit of
that's
us
what-
taking
that's
care
the
of your
thing,
trip.
right?
You have
Right.
no stress.
Well,
right,
the bath
we can
bombs in
definitely
every cabin.
Collaborate on that.
Oh, we're going to have to talk about
The
that.
bath bombs in every cabin.
Yeah, we need gift bags for sure.
So what I know, I'm sure there's a lot of travel agencies out there. There's hundreds and hundreds of them.
Yep.
What sets you apart? What do you think that sets you apart from other travel agencies? Why would I want to use you?
It's going to be all about that concierge VIP
Personal service.
personal service that you get, where literally, once you're, I hate to get into the logistics, but of course you have to give a credit card to a company you're doing business with when they're booking travel. But much like the partnership also with American Express, is that on that sleeve?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's right here.
They are a representative of American Express travel as well, so you get that extra level. If you're a
Right, right.
Centurion card member, you have access to things that the normal traveler doesn't have. But with this franchise being a partner with American Express, you get those same benefits
Right.
without having to have that exclusive card that I think you have to have like $1 million in the bank for.
Nice.
But so anyway, yeah, it's the hand holding, it's the doing everything for you. I've booked cruises in the past before I was in the business,
Right.
even after working on a cruise ship, and it's
You
there's a lot of
know-
logistics
right.
involved, and especially if you're dealing with more than just one family, and you're trying to get two families
Right.
together and agree, and so it's everything from your transfers to and from the ship. the excursions, the dining on board, what time should you have dinner, freestyle dining, all these choices that are available there now, and so much more. So
someone
Wow,
could,
sounds-
someone has like a group of 50 or so people. They can literally just say, okay, here are the names of the 50 people, all their contact information. This is what we want to do. And you guys literally put the entire travel plan together.
yeah, and through the website, which is really great, we can just create the group. So all you'd have to do is then go to ExperienTravel.com, click on the group, and then each individual party member who's going to this event can just put themselves in the program themselves.
Oh, it's kind of
That's
like
Like,
what is
yeah,
that?
like a-
Registering
at a-
for a baby
Exactly.
shower or
Exactly.
a wedding.
like a registry.
Registry.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, that's interesting.
that's very good.
Yep.
'Cause- well, you wouldn't have any need for my service because I don't go on ships.
Why?
I don't. Just a bad experience
Yeah,
from
well.
youth. So I don't go on the water.
Oh, I'm
In
sorry.
a ship.
Okay. All right. Well, the good thing
No,
is
but I will fly there.
There's land.
we'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there. I'll get there before you.
Okay.
But
So-
you can take care of that, right?
Oh, 100%. Yes, yes.
So it's not just cruises.
No.
Or
Land,
from
all
everything.
inclusive resorts.
So what types of specials would you normally?
So I mean,
Depending on the
I
year,
knew
I'm
you were going to
sure,
ask
right?
me this today.
Yeah.
So you have to. I hope you can appreciate that every day there's new specials.
That's
So
that-
literally,
yeah.
yeah.
Every
I
day.
picked out a couple of things that I really liked.
oh, let's hear them.
One is MSC Cruises, which is it's online with like a Royal Caribbean, where it's very family friendly, but at the same time it's a European feel because it's a Italian cruise line. So it has that European
Up
kind
your
of
alley,
mystique.
Chris.
Maybe a little. It feels a little high
Those
end.
Italians.
You don't know anything about that.
No, I'm not that. I don't know anything about that. Not at all.
It feels a little bit high end. This is a new ship that came out in December of 17. Just started
it's
cruising the
very
Caribbean. It's brand new. It is humongous, but not overly crowded. I think they have about 2,500 passengers on this really big ship. It's over 1,000 feet long.
Wow.
And the design is like nothing you've ever seen before. It's designed to make you feel like you're constantly on the sea, where some cruise ships, you can go to any casino or go to the disco or any dining room and sometimes everything is enclosed. This has almost views from everywhere you look.
Oh,
They actually
wow.
call the ship the MSC Seaside. And they're
Okay.
sailing from Miami for 7 nights, Eastern Caribbean. And what I really like is it's balconies only,
Oh.
and it's
nice.
$1,100 per person for really a luxurious cruise is a good deal.
That's not a bad
That's very
price.
good.
That's very good.
And
'Cause
well, with a cabin, a balcony.
A balcony.
balcony cabin.
Right.
And it's like one-stop shop. All you do is just go take your luggage, drop off your luggage,
Yeah.
and you're done.
Exactly.
That's what I hear.
Now that's a great price.
No, it is a great price.
And again,
So-
like we also deal in luxuries. So there's another cruise line called Regent Seven Seas, which is offering an 11-night Mediterranean. Now,
Ooh.
I didn't want to necessarily talk about the price of this one because if you have to ask sometimes, you know
may not
how that
right.
goes, right?
Sure.
So,
course.
this is a Monte Carlo to Venice cruise,
Oh.
but they are inclusive. So that means that anything you want to eat, any excursion you take, everything is included, which is really nice. That's unusual
Yes.
for cruise lines, and they're smaller ships.
So how can they get a hold of you to book?
They get a hold of us going to ExperienTravel.com. They can call me directly at, can I give the number?
Yes, of course.
At 561-501-6196.
Awesome.
That's great.
It's a great website, by the way. It's very user friendly. I was playing with it a little bit ago,
It is.
and there's a lot of information on there. Got a nice, handsome picture of this guy next to me.
It was Photoshop.
That's Andy
Nice.
Davis, ExperienTravel.com, one of the co-owners, again, one of our sponsors. Thank you again for your support. We're so glad to have you.
Yes.
We're going to be going to a break, and the Hemp Boca Show live, Delray Beach. We're on 1440 North Federal. If you're driving by, please stop in. We have a few chairs here. More than happy to come by and sit down.
Right.
We'll hand you the microphone. We got an open door.
So if you'd like to call
policy.
in,
Yep.
We can call in studio here at 888-994-4995. Or if you'd like to go on our website, just take a look at our products, or just to learn and read about all the education that we have on there. Let's go online, hempboca.com. And we'll be right back.
Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each cruise planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you. The material presented in this commercial is provided for informational purposes only and is based upon information that is considered to be reliable. This material is not intended as an offer or solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security or other financial instrument. Securities or other financial instruments mentioned in this material are not suitable for all investors. Any opinions expressed herein are given in good faith, are subject to change without notice, and are only intended at the moment of their issue as conditions quickly change. Phil, a regular guest on Bloomberg Canada's Money Talk, with a recent public platform average of over 100% annual gain, said, "Don't gamble with your investments, be the house, not the gambler." At philstockworld.com, a top stock market investment site in the U.S. and ranked most influential stock market professional with almost 500,000 Twitter followers. Visit www.philstockworld.com for more information.
Welcome back, everybody. So this is the Hemp Boca Show here at the heart of Delray Gallery in Delray Beach. And we're here with Christopher Ronzo, my co-host, and also with Andy Davis of Experian Travels. Thank you for being here, Andy.
Thank you.
Yes, great.
It's a pleasure.
So tell us what you were just
We
giving
were
us
just
some
talking
information.
about all these trips that you have on the calendar.
Yeah, there's just so much information. But we talked a little bit about cruising, and of course, there's a lot of land vacations also to think about. There's the nice thing about cruise planners, really with any destination, even if you're on a cruise, actually, is that we actually have our own tour company, which specializes in smaller groups. So if you've ever been on a cruise, I know you've only been on one, but if you've been on cruises,
Yes, I have. Yes.
they have, obviously a lot of shore excursions for sale when you're on there, but it tends to be overcrowded when you go. You're with 150 to 200 people or more sometimes on the same tour. With cruise planners and our connection with this company called Shore Trips, they are literally situated all over the world, and they can whittle it down to just a private tour for one or a very small group.
Wow.
And also customize it so where you're not following the rest of the people on the tour.
Right.
And another cool thing about this travel business that I like is the ability we have, I'm not going to tell you how, but we have the
We'll get
ability,
it out of you.
we actually can look at any destination in the world and let you know how many people are going to be landing there on a cruise ship, not any other kind of travel, but on a cruise ship in that day.
Oh, so you can avoid that.
You can avoid
Avoid all
large
that
crowds,
large crowds.
which is another thing when you're dealing with somebody to, travel agency to book your cruise.
Do you
gotta
also
keep that in
provide
mind.
like limo or car services too within the travel?
Anything
Everything.
anybody
Everything you
desires.
need.
Everything.
Everything. You want a donkey? We can do that. Yeah.
Want to ride a horse?
Whatever you want to do.
Oh,
There was somebody called up the other day wanting to fly an F-16, and we can make that happen. So
wow.
anything you want to do.
All you have to do is just have a
That's
black
great.
Amex.
That's it.
That's it.
Or a very
That's all you need.
or a
Again,
deep bank account with a debit card. Yeah.
we're here with Andy Davis, ExperienTravel.com. He's one of the co-owners. What's the phone number that they can reach out?
Yeah, the direct phone line is 561-501-6196.
Oh.
Yes, and also, if anyone would like to go on our website, you want to learn a little bit more about our products or just read about some education, just some knowledge, go to hempboca.com. It's hempboca.com. We've got our new line of Balanced Sport coming out with no THC. So just please check that out. Chris and
Yeah.
I have been working really, really hard and strenuously, and it should be out probably within the month.
Yeah. Probably less than a month though. But you guys, I mean, Andy, I want to touch a little bit with you. Gene and I are so focused on helping as many people as we can with CBD and the opioid epidemic.
Right. Yeah.
We
you were
were-
just talking about your friend with
Yeah.
her father.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
all that
with her-
medications, and then now he's off of
She,
it.
the mother.
She,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Apologize.
Mm-hmm.
She's off of all
Yeah.
the opioids, and
Yeah.
now just taking CBD. How
Yeah.
amazing! That's
She said her mind is clear, everything. Yeah, just complete
there.
turnaround.
Just goes to show you the power of CBD.
Absolutely.
Gene, I don't know if you want to touch on a little bit of this, but was it a little week ago or so, you came across an article where this pharmaceutical lab literally put themselves out there on making synthetic CBD out of yeast and then other chemicals instead of going plant-based.
Right.
This is their mindset. You said that.
Yes.
You said
the
that.
mindset of going around because
The natural
of the
way.
cost,
Yeah.
right? No,
To
and
cut
cutting
costs.
the cost. Also,
Yeah.
that's a huge problem with pharmaceuticals. They want to cut cost.
Right.
They'll spend billions and billions of dollars on
Right.
marketing, but they'll cut costs on the actual, what you're inputting in your body.
The pharmaceutical companies are on track to make over $550 billion by 2020. In conjunction with that, you are then reading, okay, approximately 130 to 140 people die every day
Yes.
from the opioids
saw
that they're
yes.
making.
Yeah.
But
It's
yet their revenue still increases. And think about that, folks. Do you want, Gene said it earlier, we always throw the disclaimer out, consult with your doctor or medical professional before you use CBD. Understandable. But at the end of the day, do you want to spend your insurance money, spend your money, take prescription drugs that you know that have years and years of data, thousands of people have died, thousands of people have become addicted or misused due to using opioids. There's a remarkable percentage of people that have gone into heroin because of their initial stages of using opioids for whatever their symptoms are. Think about that. Mm-hmm. These are things that can kill you and create an addiction. Anyone out there that disagrees, please call in, challenge us. I want you to find where somebody was addicted to CBD, good CBD, by the way. There's all different types out there. You've got to be careful on what CBD products you take. I want stats I want you to show us stats that where people have died from using CBD, from a hemp plant, people. Hemp plant. Remember, plant-based. That's what it's all about. History shows that a lot of the things that we've taken in back in the day, hundreds and thousands of years ago,
12,000
thousands of years ago, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, hemp growers, people. Come on, the sails of the ships, hemp. The American flag, hemp. Ben Franklin writing on the paper, hemp. Get with the program. This is what it's all about. We've got to make a difference. Reduce this opioid epidemic. Let's all bond together and help each other, help out children. Get on the CBD products. Go to hempoga.com. Read about. You don't have to buy our products. We just want you to be educated.
Yourself, please.
Go to hempoga.com. Learn about CBD. If you're on CBD right now and you just see 3 big letters, bold letters, and nothing else, you better find your source. You better find out how that was made. You want to know how that CBD product is made. There's a lot of fake stuff out there and synthetics that are going to be used, being created right now. Why? Because they want you to spend a little bit of money so they can make more of the profit on crap that's making man-made in labs. They're not learning their lesson. Well, we can make that difference.
Well said, Chris.
Very passionate.
Yes,
That's
very
great.
passionate.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I just remembered. I actually have another friend in New Jersey who was developing rheumatoid arthritis at a young age. And she was taking whatever kind of pharmaceuticals that she was prescribed, and she started to develop cysts on her ovaries. And it got pretty bad, and she also turned to natural CBD oils, and apparently it's doing wonders for her. She's
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
her
We
cysts
love
aren't-
hearing things like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, there's everything's good in that area, and she's in less pain.
Yeah, even if
Yeah.
they're not using hemp boca, we don't care. We just want to hear stories that people
Right.
are feeling better. People are getting off the opioids, and we have a handful. I mean, we have customers that are telling us that they're no longer taking their painkillers or their opioids. You know, and it just that's what we work hard for
Yeah, it's great.
every day.
Does this work for high blood pressure?
There's studies that show
There's studies
that
that
it
show
reduces the
that.
high blood pressure and blood sugar levels as well.
No, nice.
And we have stevia, the vanilla extract in there. And stevia, when you read on the history of stevia, it is the healthiest or natural sugar.
Right.
And it also it helps with the blood sugar levels and blood pressure levels.
Great.
Right, in diabetics.
Right.
Yes.
So,
Perfect.
but
No, it is. Well, as you can see how Chris, my co-host, so proud of him. Very passionate. No, it is so true to what you say. It is heart-wrenching of what's going on.
Look at some of the stuff we have here, Gene, on like the third page.
studies.
Yeah, I mean this is ridiculous. And back in just in the 1990s, that's not a long time ago. The pharmaceutical companies, they put it out there to make people believe that the opioids were non-addictive, right? And it was not too long after that, in 1999, only less than 10 years later, that studies are being shown, all these tests about how many people are starting to now get addicted to opioids. 70,000 deaths alone in just 2017.
Overdosed in opioids.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. 700,000 people have died from opioid overdose from 1999 to 2017.
Yeah, you have to dig for these stats.
Sure.
You know, it's not front page news.
I have a great idea.
Tell us.
Let's do a CBD cruise.
That would be great.
That's,
That's
I'm telling you, bring awareness.
Bring
That'd be
awareness.
great.
Opioid
Yeah.
and the opioid epidemic. We are
Yeah.
like 100% in on that.
Yeah, I think that's
Whatever-
a great idea. We can definitely make that
yeah.
happen.
okay.
We need to sit down
All right,
and have
Andy,
a meeting
you
about
are
that.
the ambassador of
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Since
But you know
are-
what
that is
what
your
we're trying to do
expertise.
too, Andy, is we're trying to get into addiction centers, assisted living facilities. How
we've heard horror
the
stories in
conversation
that.
we just had last week?
Oh my goodness.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
I actually still perform in a lot of those places, so
Aw.
yeah, I see it all the time. I try to volunteer my time there. Yeah, it's tough. A
No,
lot
we
of-
spoke
it's just
with-
fogged over by medication. They don't know where they are, who they are anymore. It's,
Yeah.
getting them off of that would be excellent.
Right, and we had a meeting with a gentleman last week, and he oversees some, elderly facilities, and he said that there has been reports that, no, actually it was his personal experience that he had visited this elderly, was it a gentleman or an elderly gentleman, I believe, that they have told him that he would not leave his room for 3 years.
Oh
Since
boy.
being there. He's drugged out. He will not talk to anyone. He would just sit in his room
Yeah.
in a wheelchair. If he needs to go, I guess, see a doctor, they would, have to wheel him.
Right.
He would not walk himself. And he would try to get him to go outside because with all these medications.
Yeah.
And people aren't, giving that attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that his son or sibling are living out of state, so they
Right.
don't come visit him often.
Right.
So that's just one case
Well,
where
it's similar to my friend's mother, who really everybody else in the family and all her friends were writing her off as that's it. She's going to live at home with their daughter from now on and have to be under 24-hour managed care.
right.
And there you go. She's back home living on her own now. So
Look at that.
Well,
it's amazing.
I want
We need to get the
to.
word out there.
Yeah, I also because we're talking about a lot of information in the statistics, right? But it's also important to know where we're getting the statistics from, right? So people can go
Right.
reference themselves. Thank you to Department of Health and Human Services who they do a lot of research. They're the ones that came out just in 2018, last year, about the crisis, the opioid crisis, and what they're wanting to do, and now they're recognizing, and I do believe that department and many others like it are going to look into CBD and how it is, and help support legalization across the board of 50 states. I mean, come on, politicians, what the hell are you doing? These are natural products. Natural products. Stop fighting it. Get away from the pharmaceuticals that are killing people. Could be people that you know, relatives, friends, what have you. And also for the Center of CDC or Center of Disease Control, it's another great place to go. Go to their website. They're all about learning different ways of preventing or reducing or ending the opioid epidemic.
Good job, Chris. Researching that.
Well,
Appreciate that.
thank you very much.
So passionate.
Hey.
Well, we're going
The
to.
Italian comes out of
Yeah, well, that's not the little kitty just keeps jumping up and down.
We're going to go for another break, and when we come back, we'll talk more into the opioid epidemic and how it's ended. And if you'd like to call in the studio and chime in on what we're talking about, give us a call at 888-994-4995 or visit our website at hempboca.com, and we'll be right back.
Experian Travel, a subsidiary of Cruise Planners Travel Advisor, is merely a selling agency and makes no warranty expressed or implied. Each cruise planners is individually owned and operated. Experian Travels and Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and a very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. Our travel advisors will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. We specialize in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation just for you. The material presented in this commercial is provided for informational purposes only and is based upon information that is considered to be reliable. This material is not intended as an offer or solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security or other financial instrument. Securities or other financial instruments mentioned in this material are not suitable for all investors. Any opinions expressed herein are given in good faith, are subject to change without notice, and are only intended at the moment of their issue as conditions quickly change. Phil, a regular guest on Bloomberg Canada's Money Talk, with a recent public platform average of over 100% annual gain, said, "Don't gamble with your investments, be the house, not the gambler." At philstockworld.com, a top stock market investment site in the U.S. and ranked most influential stock market professional with almost 500,000 Twitter followers. Visit www.philstockworld.com for more information.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hemp Boca Show with Chris, Jean, and Mr. Andy Davis with Experian Travel.
Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
for being here.
Thanks for having me.
No,
So
thank you.
we just got done with Chris steaming, passionate Italian, talking about the opioids.
It's my
epidemic.
opinion,
So
right?
it is your opinion.
It's my opinion.
You're
so-
entitled to your opinion,
That's right.
of course.
But yeah, so
On a lighter note, let's get on a lighter note. Let's have some fun for the last 15, 12 minutes.
well, let's talk about Hemp Boca. I mean, what we're doing and what our goals are, and we're going to be having some meetings coming up on people that are interested in having us do some presentations. You can learn more about CBD.
Yes, we want to get into the recovery
Health-
centers,
health benefits.
the elderly,
Right.
facilities, places like that. So if anyone can help us introduce us into some of those facilities, please reach out to us. You can go to hempboca.com or give us a call at 561-330-5655.
Great, I know. And there are a lot of, the assisted living facilities too. That's important as well. That is something that I believe, if you look at the demographics of CBD sales, a lot of elderly or baby boomers tend to invest more in the CBD products than
And
the
then
millennials.
there's a gap there. There's a gap
Right.
between that.
Right. Generation X, that's where the struggle is.
Sure.
But as far as millennials and baby boomers, is where where you see that there are more sales in CBD products. So
Yeah, but millennials, Freddie was mentioning, they're in college. They're always stressed out on, they have a lot of responsibility as far as being in college, and then the pressure of having good grades and knowing what they want or, for the future. So there's a lot of stress there. I think as he was saying, that a lot of them drink Red Bull, or they take what is that?
Ritalin. Oh yeah.
What is it?
Ritalin?
Ritalin, yes. And
Ritalin.
then other thing,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
to keep them
Focus
and, yeah,
on
sure,
the work,
focus.
but there's always side effects to everything.
Yeah.
With CBD, there's little to no side effects on this. This is all natural. We only have 3 ingredients in there, so it's from
Right.
seed to shelf.
Yeah, and there's a couple of side effects that may occur,
May.
right? May happen. And the 2 most popular one is having cotton mouth or dry mouth, or a nausea or an upset stomach, because it depends on what type of carrier oil is in the CBD product. Like we have the MCT fractionated coconut oil. There are some people out there that may have, are very sensitive to coconut or
Right.
stuff, so this product may not be beneficial to them. They'll tend to look for ones that carry over hemp seed, carry oil, or palm, or like an olive oil base.
Right.
Correct.
So it's also very good to, again, do your due diligence. And listen, our product is not for everybody.
No.
That's not what we're saying.
But, not at all. And it does not help with everything.
Exactly.
So always consult with your professional physicians before you taking any CBD oil.
Don't you
Do
think
research.
maybe the stigma, which probably just requires education, is
Mm-hmm.
that you think you're probably taking THC, or there's going to be traces in it. So when you talk about that gap of the age,
Yes.
maybe those are people who are thinking about, I'm about to enter the workforce, and I'm going to be
Right.
drug tested.
That is so true. You're
Yeah.
you're
It's a
absolutely
great
right. I
point.
think that
So-
is a good
And that's
point.
and that's one of the reasons why we came out with this new
No
line.
THC.
Yeah,
Correct.
because we can say that this will not show up on a drug test.
Right.
The Hempoka line, because of even though we're not exceeding the 0.3%, the disclaimer is that it may.
Right.
It's just different. And they're non-psychoactive also.
Sure.
That's also important, because a lot of people, I think, they believe that they're going to get a high.
Right.
Remember we were in Miami about a month or so ago. We were going around and just sharing our information. And there were a couple of people that worked in hospitality, and I asked them, so we'd be interested in reading some literature about Hempoka and CBD. And I remember one, she was a waitress, and one said, "Oh no, I don't do drugs, and I've never been high before."
Right.
We hear that a
little
lot.
things like that.
Sure.
And I understand. I took her aside. I said, "Listen, I understand your perception and all, but actually we're in the our products are from the hemp plant."
Right.
And I kind of. And she was very interested, took the brochure, what have you, and that's great, that's fine. That's what we all want. We just want to try to get education out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, when we were in break, like a couple breaks ago, you were
Uh-huh.
mentioning about the trail, the rail.
The rail.
The rail.
Vacations.
The rail.
Yeah.
Can you go into that more detail? Because
Yeah.
I'd like our listeners, audience out there, to hear about this.
Sure. I think, at the end of the day, people, with families, they may be all vacationed out. Like, I've done cruises. I don't want to do that anymore.
Exactly.
I've gone to this place. I've gone to that place. And I think something to think about is a couple of these rail vacations that are really cool. There's one called the Rocky Mountaineer. I just want to get the name right because I keep saying it wrong. Yes, it's called the Rocky Mountaineer, and they're an exclusive travel partner with Cruise Planners and ExperienTravel.com. And they start in the western part of Canada, go through the Rocky Mountains. Some of the trails will actually dip into the United States and then go back up into Canada. And they have, they're very high-end, very luxurious trains. The vistas, the views, waterfalls and mountains, and one of them is called a cloud train, which actually is over 5,000 feet in the air at some point. So
Wow.
you're riding through the clouds and
Wow.
stunning panoramic views from the cars. But you don't sleep on the train, which I like. You stay in a 5-star hotel along the way.
Oh, that's great.
That's a nice trip.
That is
And,
great.
you know, they start anywhere, I don't know if I said it, from 4 days up to 11 days. It's
That
not cheap.
sounds
It starts around
right.
$3,500 a person. And then the ultimate train ride, which people think maybe doesn't even exist anymore, but it very much does. This you'd have to call me directly for pricing. Is the Orient Express is still a thing. It still
Wow.
exists, and that is absolutely
How many years?
oh
Jeez.
so from 1812
Gosh,
maybe.
do you remember the movies back then?
Yeah, they made two
Orient
movies. I
Express?
think.
Yeah.
Very old.
But it's the height of luxury. You know, again, not for everybody, but
Right,
there's
but-
there's a ride you can take from Paris, France to Istanbul, Turkey,
Wow.
with many stops along the way.
Yeah,
And
so
then you
for
are
those of you who saved up all your life and want to take that once in a lifetime trip.
Yes.
I mean, it is once in a lifetime.
Once in a
you don't
lifetime.
you don't do this every year unless you
might
you know, you may.
sell some more CBD oil.
Yeah.
I know, right? So,
Well, that would be something that I would like to enjoy because
Okay,
I
bucket
would
list.
not.
Let's
Yeah,
write
that
it
is a
down.
bucket list. My bucket list for before I can't walk anymore.
And,
No, thank
yeah.
you so much, Andy, for being here and sharing with
again.
us what you do. And for anyone who would like to, you know, speak to Andy, they can contact you?
So through the website at experientravel.com, or you can call me directly. I'll pick up the phone
Yes.
at 561-501-6196.
Got you there. No, we want to thank everyone. I mean, we're here every week, Tuesday from 2:30 to 3:30, the Hemp Boca Show with Chris and Jean. And sometimes, you know, we'll have guests, sometimes we won't.
And I want to clarify a couple things. We're getting some feedback, which is great. This is what we want on Facebook. We love it. Negative, positive, support, what have you. But clarify, our passion is to help people get off of opioids. We understand that everyone is different. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a reason of taking an opioid. But what we're trying to educate is just learn about CBD. Just learn about it. Educate yourselves and understand what CBD is all about. There are people out there that probably can't take CBD and they have no choice but taking an opioid. We understand that. Our passion is really just like, hey, we do a lot of research ourselves every day. So we know what we're thinking, what we're talking about. But if any of us may misspoke or say something, it's just passion, okay? We're just trying to get the word out there to educate you that look at the all-natural products that CBD can come from, okay? It's not just Hemp Boca. There are a lot of good companies out there, but do your due diligence on any company or any source that's making that CBD product. I'm just saying, sit back, before you fill in that prescription, what have you, learn about CBD. If you have anxiety, stress, or a muscle pain, chronic pain, you sprain an ankle, what have you, before you go and get a painkiller or some opioid, what have you, look into CBD. It's all natural products. That's what the message that Hemp Boca and the Hemp Boca Show is trying to bring to you guys, okay? Thank you so much for your feedback. We love it. Never hard feelings. We want
Right.
challenges. We want
Keep
your
it
opinions.
coming.
You're right.
Keep
Keep
it
it coming. Support us. Come against us. Whatever you want. Your voice
Will be
is
heard.
our ears, and we love it. So thank you very much. Hemp Boca
Thank
Show.
you.
We'll be back next week, next Tuesday, 2:30, 3:30. Located 1440 North Federal in Delray Beach. Come by, say hi, call in, 888-994-4995. Go to hempboca.com, read up all on our products and information. Goodbye.
Thank you and have a great day.
Hemp Boca's full-spectrum clinical-grade products made in the USA have proven to help our customers with arthritis, anxiety, canker sores, chronic pain, diabetes, fibromyalgia, hangovers, stress, sleep, and more. Studies have also shown CBD does assist with some side effects of cancer remissions and epilepsy. We strive to help as many people to live a healthy lifestyle by reducing the consumption of harmful and addictive prescribed drugs. At Hemp Boca, we are transparent when it comes to our products. We are ethical in what we do, so please be aware for mislabeling. Fake or synthetic products have peace of mind dealing with a company that cares about your health and best interest. Please visit us at hempboca.com or call 1-844 385-1588 for more information or purchase products. A pure organic way to natural remedies. hempboca.com. Thank you for listening to the Hemp Boca Show.